It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. And for Golden State, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East and go to the NBA Finals. Shaq, as long as LeBron is there with this roster, how much pressure do they have to make the finals every year?
Well, LeBron said it himself. He's the best player on the planet. They have to be one of the favorites as long as they keep that roster intact, and they have to stay injury-free.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Bucks. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
And in that game, guys, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Curry. Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Temple comes in for Smith. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Garrett Temple is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Frye in at the 5. .59 seconds left to play here in the first. They set the pick. The drive by James. A wide open look for Love. Knocks down the 3 ball. Love's got 10.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And a wide open look for Irving. Another 3 for Cleveland.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. Really making the most of their possessions.
Livingston passes to Curry. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
And here is James. From deep three-point range. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Cavaliers lead by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. We have a star-studded matchup with LeBron James going against Freak, who had this to say about playing against the King. Both guys mean so much, Clark, to their team. Who do you give the edge to in this game?
I typically lean towards the...
And the first half.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. I like the number of assists we've racked up. That says a lot about the way we've been running our offense, and there's no reason we can't get more. Keep finding the open man. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, no player has to endure the kind of scrutiny and pressure that you do on a nightly basis. How do you stand and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thank you, LeBron. Kevin, this guy is extraordinary.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. What'd you think, Shaq?
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
He came through with some big buckets down the stretch, Shaq. 4 3-pointers all together for him, that's big. And the key for him offensively, he took great shots.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.